Prophetess Debile, 7750 Media, was still on the 2nd of Elul, 5784, 5th of September 2024. Tomorrow is the Kingdom of Eswatini's Independence Day. His Majesty, King Sobhuza II, was known to practice polygamy publicly. As reported in the Washington Post, he had wives who numbered more than 70. The article in the Washington Post was being written for Swaziland's Gala Jubilee, it says, and it is titled 60 Years and 150 Children Later, Sobhuza II Still Reigns. And his reign had never been interrupted, all 60 years of it. And by the time he passed away, he had been on the throne for some 61 years. Song of Songs, or Song of Solomon, chapter 6, verses 8 to 9 says, "There may be 60 queens and 80 concubines. There may be more virgins than can be counted, but my dove, my perfect love, is the only one for me, the only daughter of her mother, the pure and favored child to the one who bore her. The young women saw her and called her blessed. The queens and concubines blessed her." The ASV says, "There are 80 queens and 80 concubines and virgins without number. My dove, my undefiled one." The Amplified says, "My undefiled and perfect one stands alone." The CJB says, "My perfect one is unique, her mother's only child, the darling of the one who bore her." The GNT says, "But I love only one, and she is as lovely as a dove. She is her mother's only daughter, her mother's favorite child." The King James says, "She is the choice one." The Net says, "She is unique. She is the special daughter of her mother. She is the favorite." Please remember that we are in the zodiacal sign of Virgo. Yesterday, I was called by 2 people. One was Sibani Mngomezulu, and he was checking up on me, and also on my daughter that he had sponsored for her trip to the dance championships. He wanted to ensure that she had come home safely. The other person I spoke to was Zodwa Dube, a very special lady that I met at Ngoyoyo Palace one night when I was visiting Queen Inkosikati Lambigiza. Zodwa Dube became like a younger sister to me and a very good friend. God is going somewhere. The NCV says she is her mother's only daughter, the brightest of the one who gave birth to her. Those who know Queen Lambigiza know that she is the only daughter of her mother's household. Although the meaning of Song of Solomon 6:9 also means that she is a favorite among many daughters. The NLT says that she is dearly loved by the one who bore her. Please remember that the other day I introduced the bathing mistress, Bathsheba, taken in adultery by King David, but later becoming the first queen mother of Israel, the mother of King Solomon. And I was talking about ritual cleansing and purification. On the 24th of August, 2019, 2 months after the death and burial of Queen Lambigiza's father, the Reverend Percy Mngomezulu, the Lord sent me to begin a course of ritual cleansing and purification on Lambigiza for spiritual healing, cleansing, and purification, as well as consecration unto the Lord, separating her unto himself for special use, purpose, and assignment in his kingdom. I am talking about the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven, eZulwini. Song of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 8 to 9 in the Message says, "There is no one like her on earth. Never has been, never will be. She's a woman beyond compare." You could say the same thing about Whitney Houston, in the sense that there can never be another Whitney Houston. It was just her, the voice. And she was one in a lifetime. My dove is perfection, pure and innocent as the day she was born, and cradled in joy by her mother. Everyone who came to see her exclaimed and admired her. That reminds me of the hand that rocks the cradle. The mother who bears her into the kingdom of God is not her natural mother, because we are talking about a spiritual birth this time around. The Passion says, "I could have chosen any from among the vast multitude of royal ones who follow me, but one is my beloved dove, unrivaled in beauty, without equal, beyond compare." Remember that we are not perfect, but it is the Lord who perfects us. The TLV says, "A virtuous child of her mother." So when we finished the course the Lord had given iNkosikati Lambikiza on the theme of the Song of Solomon, I had to crown her with a queen's crown made of the 12 stones of the 12 tribes of Israel that were placed on the breastplate of the high priest. And they also sit on the circular breastplate of the logo of 7750. They are also the 12 foundation stones of the New Jerusalem. God gave me a very specific set of instructions on how she was to go about fashioning that crown, because when she was done making it, according to the pattern given to her, I would be able to read it, but also understand its permutations. Meaning, it will mean different things at different seasons, in different times. It's not always going to give off the same message. That's what the word permutation means. But remember what I said before. I first had to understand the Queen Mother's insignia, the crown of Ematinda, that was stripped off the head of Queen Mother Cecilia Khumalo, the mother of Lutonga II, who ended up being murdered by the son she had adopted, that being Mbanzeni. I said it, that I am building the house of Lutonga III, Imperial Eswatini, the temple of the Lord in the kingdom of Eswatini. And remember, New Jerusalem comes down to earth. And I will leave it here for today. Thank you for listening.